Hello everybody, today we're doing another Marvel Legends review, and today we're doing Beyond Earth's Mightiest Marvel Legends, Sky Cycle, and Hawkeye. I think that's what it's called, I'm not 100%. Don't have them in the box, just have them in the bag. So I'm going to go ahead and show the package right now, and then we will actually get into the figure. On the front of the box, in the top left, we have the Marvel Legends series logo. This is the Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle, obviously. Marvel's Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest logo, Hasbro logo in the bottom. We have the like package free, help us recycling, everything like that. A rendition of the actual figure, and we have a nice comic picture of Hawkeye in the back. On the back, we have a bunch of comic images of the Avengers in the background. We have the Hawkeye with Sky Cycle once again, Marvel Legends once again, Hasbro once again, a bunch of warning labels taken at the bottom. And we have a look at the accessories, figure, and Sky Cycle itself. I love the white on the boxes, honestly. I just wish they had windows. I'm a big fan of the windows. I know they're not eco-friendly, but it made it so much easier for figure swappers when we didn't have windows. I'm glad they're back. Okay, so first up with the accessories on this guy. He comes with 2 sets of hands. He comes with 2 gripping hands. These are just a skin tone. Look pretty nice, except for this one, which if it'll focus, please. There we go. It's got this weird like crack in it. It's got this paint rub all over the actual fingers. Nothing too bad, I guess, though. Looks decent. And then you get these 2 fisted hands, which if you actually look, these pegs are very weird compared to other ones, in my opinion. Like, they seem shorter. Let me grab a Spider-Man hand. There we go. Like, very short. But does not affect the figure, so it does not affect me. Next up on the Ooh, I dropped one. I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay, next up on the accessories, we have this arrow. Pretty nice, just plain gray silver plastic, very bendy. And you got the actual, like, I don't know what this is called, not an arrow expert, but back here, the feather part, whatever. And it does have a tiny little clip, but it does nothing, sadly. But it's a nice piece, and it does go with his bow, which has this nice gold. I wish this was an actual string. Not gonna lie, I don't know if I could change it out for a piece of string. Not sure how I would even do that, to be honest. But it is a little bit of it is a little flexible, but it looks very weird when you draw it back. You can see there's some paint scruff right there. And back here. And finally, he comes with a quiver, which looks very nice. Got this nice pattern, designs going all across it. Back is very plain, but it doesn't matter. And up here you have a whole bunch of arrows. I do wish there was an open slot where you could actually fit the arrow inside. That would have been nice. That way you can just pull out the arrow or have them like pulling it out. But for this, it just goes right onto the back of the figure, which I will do later. His next accessory is obviously the Sky Cycle, which we'll take a nice look at real quick. It's got this nice plastic dome right here, ventilation in the front, handlebars that he can hold on to. They just go right onto there. Very nice. Actual controls are painted on. Get the leather seat, more ventilation. The thrusters are actually painted on the inside. They look very nice. Bottom, very neutral. There's a hole here for the accessory that this comes with, which is a little clear plastic stand. It has a bunch of different bubbles on it, even though the only one you're probably going to use is this top one. and it plugs into that hole. It is a little bit tricky. There we go, got it in. And it just floats up just like that. Looks pretty nice. And now we will go ahead and take a look at the Hawkeye figure. And here he is, very comic accurate. I love it. And the first thing I want to point out is that we have cloth goods with this figure. Very nice to see on Hasbro's part. Looking at the figure though, you got this nice comic accurate mask. The eyes seem a little weird to me, but it's okay. H up here, ears poking through. You got this scale mail up here, which looks very nice on the figure. I do wish it traveled up here on the head a tiny bit. This satchel, which I just wish was glued into place, honestly. Just right here. And like I was talking about, this just plugs in right to there. Very nice. You got the sleeveless arm look and these bands that always like to fall on me. Straps going down the chest. These little gauntlets down here. Underneath the soft goods, it is just blue, going down into these nice purple boots. So with that, let's go ahead and get into this guy's accessories. Not accessories, his posability, articulation. He can look up that much, which is pretty good. Down that much, which is pretty good. No head tilt, it is on a hinge, but it can go all the way around. Arms are on a slight butterfly, but they get blocked by this armor, so they can only go that much back and that much forward. They can go out decent amount. In bicep swivel, double joint elbows giving pretty decent range. Gauntlet. No, the gauntlets don't block that. It's the actual arm. The hands are on a hinge that can move back and forth and swivel all the way around. His ab crunch, you can bend that much forward, this much back. And I wish they did this kind of strap thing with like Punisher instead of this rubber piece right here, because like it bends so nicely and I don't have to worry about anything breaking. He does get a waist swivel though. No drop down hips, but he can kick that far out because this is soft goods. It can just move. Beautiful. I want more soft goods in Marvel Legends. Kick back that much and out to the side that much. He cannot really do the splits. You do get a thigh cut swivel though. Double jointed knees, giving you, ooh, come on. There we go. Decent range. You do get a boot cut swivel. Ankle rockers, going this much back, this much forward. Very nice. And that is all for Hawkeye. So this does have some nice stability. He can stand. Ooh. He can balance on it, as you can see. Very nice. So that can support his weight, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, that is going to be all for the Hawkeye Marvel Legends. Stick around for the posing. Like and subscribe if you're new. Check the description for my TikTok for updates. Maybe some tour hunts soon. I'm not sure. Posing, stuff like that. Like and subscribe if you're new. I don't know if I already said that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye. As you can see, this figure does pose pretty well. I have a couple gripes about him, but I do think this is the best Hawkeye figure from Marvel Legends we have so far. I mean, a bow with an actual string would have been very, very nice. And honestly, the ab crunch is not the best. I wish we had the separated joints, but other than that, this figure is great. I give him a solid 7.5 out of 10.